Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. It's been a while since I've done a TBR prompts choose my monthly TBR, and I decided I wanted to get back into that. I just think it's fun to use prompts to choose the books I'm gonna read and like have like a set list of or like an idea of books that I want to read for each month. I stopped doing it because I just felt like it wasn't motivating me, and now I feel like I don't know what to read. So I think it's a good time to get back into choosing my TBR. So I have my prompts in here. I need to like add some more, but I thought I would just go in like with what's in here. And I recently reorganized my cart, so I don't know if you can see it. So basically I have it by genre. So these are all of my romance books. These are fantasies and mysteries. And then at the bottom I have kind of like random arcs and regular fiction that I want to read. And then also like these right here are the remaining books on my 25 books in 2025 TBR that I want to read. So I have those there to remind me. And then I don't really have much on the back. It's just a little bit, it's just more arcs. But I try to keep everything in the front so that it's easily seen. Because if I put stuff in the back, I'm just going to forget about it. So that's how I reorganized it. So first, I think I'm going to do 6 prompts. So I just feel like 6 is a good number. So let's start. Okay. The first prompt is a book by one of your favorite authors. Okay. Do I have one of my favorite authors on here? I'm not sure. Oh, I do. Okay, so I have A Million Junes by Emily Henry. Emily Henry is one of my favorite authors, and I got this from Book of the Month when I ordered my June book, because they had it on there, and I've been wanting to read some of her older work. So this one's like one of her first novels, and I think this has magical realism in it. So there is this family that June's parents have told her to stay away from. I guess kind of like a rift between these two families, kind of like Romeo and Juliet, I guess. But she runs into the boy from this family, and she's like, her world is like thrown into chaos. So when June collides quite literally with Saul Angert, or Andert, I don't know how to say it, sparks fly, and everything June has always known is thrown into chaos. Who exactly is this gruff, sarcastic, but seemingly harmless boy who has returned to their hometown of Five Fingers, Michigan, after 3 mysterious years away? And why has June, an O'Donnell to her core, never questioned her late father's deep hatred of the Angert family? After all, the O'Donnells and the Angerts may have mythic legacies, but for all the tall tales they weave, both founding families are tight-lipped about what caused the century-old rift between them. As Saul and June's connection grows deeper, they find that the magic, ghosts, and coy wolves of the Five Fingers seem to be conspiring to reveal the truth about the harrowing curse that has plagued their bloodlines for generations. Now June must question everything she knows about her family and the father she adored, and she must decide whether it's finally time for her and all the O'Donnells before her to let go. So, definitely a different genre than I'm used to reading from Emily Henry, but I am very excited to do that one. So that's going to be our first pick. And now for our second prompt. Hang on, I got 2. Okay. Okay, an author you've never read. So that could be a lot. Okay, so I haven't read Emily Giffin, Casey McQuiston, Kate Marchant, Emma Noyes, this one, Charlene Obu, I don't know how to say that name. Haven't read Claire Gilmore, R.F. Kuang, Brandon Sanderson. No, that's a lie. I have read Brandon Sanderson. This one, Red Queen. Haven't read this author. Haven't read this author or this one or this one. There's quite a bit, but I actually just bought Left of Forever by Tara Dewitt today. Like, I went to 3 different bookstores to find this, just because I keep seeing so much about it, and I think I would really like it. I've never read a Tara Dewitt book before. I don't know why. None of her other books have, like, really... haven't been drawn to any of her other books, but this one sounded really good. So this one is about Wren and Ellis Bird, who fell in love as kids, had their son Sam when they were only teenagers, and built a life together in the coastal town of Spoons, Oregon. They were made for one another until they fell apart. Now divorced and in their 30s, Wren runs the bakery in town while Ellis works as a firefighter. They live separate lives, so they are hardly off each other's minds. When Ellis and Wren move Sam into college, Ellis convinces Wren to take an extended road trip back to Spoons to see if they can give their relationship one last chance. Amid the gorgeous California coastline and the intimacy they have missed for years, Wren starts to think it might just be possible. But can the past truly be left behind? When words fail and old wounds resurface, it's a soul-bearing letter that can finally reveal the truth, or close the door on them forever. Okay, so we got a second chance, and they've already been married, had a kid, and now they're divorced, and are going to try again. I don't know, this one just really intrigued me, so I think I want to do this one. Okay, for our third prompt, a book with a number in the title. Do I have any of those? Oh, I do. Okay. Okay, so I have 2, I think. I have... Hang on. Okay, so I have One Day by David Nichols, which I've been wanting to read for a while. It like spans like 20 years of these 2 people and their relationship. And I also really want to watch it because it's a Netflix show. I've just been kind of scared to read it. Like, it seems kind of like more of like a, not an intense read, but like one that I really need to like put all my attention into to understand, if that makes sense. And then the other one is, if I can get it out, is One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus. I also want to watch the show for this one. This is a YA mystery about 5 students at a high school in detention, and they're all like from different cliques, you know, but one of them doesn't end up leaving detention, so they're trying to find out what happened. And I feel like I'm just not ready to read One Day yet. I feel like this is not a book that I should choose for a TBR, like a set TBR. I feel like this is the only one that I could choose like when I'm in the mood for it, because I don't want to force myself to read it. So I think I'm going to choose One of Us is Lying for this prompt. And I haven't read a mystery in a while, and it's good to like, you know, just switch up the genre sometimes. So, okay. Now we can do our 4th prompt. Okay, a book with a pretty cover. This could be a lot. We'll have plenty of options for this. Romances always seem to have like a pretty cover. Which ones do I think are pretty? I think The Rose Bargain is a pretty cover. The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig, that one's a new one. But I'm trying to think, like, what is my favorite cover? I need to pick my favorite cover that's on here. The Sirens is really pretty. It's kind of got like, hang on, let me get it out. It's kind of got like an underwater vibe going. Oh, I also forgot. I don't have this over here because I feel like it's going to... I don't have it on my cart because it's kind of just been sitting out, following me wherever I go since I got it. But Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I have, like, this is part of my TBR, but I don't know if, like... If I don't choose it for a prompt, I'm probably going to read it anyway. So that's why I didn't put it on my cart. But I think I actually like this cover. I love the underwater and like mermaid vibes it gives. Definitely summer. Pretty summery. I think a good June read. I don't know if it's about mermaids exactly, but in 2019, Lucy awakens in the middle of the night with her hands around her ex-lover's throat. Horrified, she flees to her older sister's house on the Australian coast, hoping Jess can explain the vivid dreams that preceded the attack. But she is nowhere to be found. Desperate for answers, Lucy finds and begins to read her sister's adolescent diary. 1999, Jess is a lonely 16-year-old in a rural town in the middle of the continent. Diagnosed with a rare allergy to water, she has always felt different until her young, charming art teacher takes an interest in her drawings, seeing a power and maturity in them and in her that no one else has. 1800. Twin sisters Mary and Eliza are torn from their home in Ireland and forced into a convict ship bound for Australia. Since their mother's drowning when they were girls, they fear the ocean, but as the boat bears them farther and farther from all they know, they feel the water calling to them. As Lucy awaits Jess's return, strange rumors surrounding her sister's small town start to emerge. Numerous men have disappeared at sea. A tiny baby was found hidden in a cave, and sailors tell of hearing women's voices on the waves. A breathtaking tale of female resilience and the bonds of sisterhood across time and space. The Siren captures the power of dreams and the mystery and magic of the sea. I think that sounds amazing. So I think I'm going to pick this one. I just realized Amelia Hart is the author of Wayward, and I realized that, like, I remembered that as I was reading this, and that I haven't read it, but I know that it takes place over like three different women, I think, in different times. And I think all those are like different centuries or something. So it kind of makes sense that she also wrote this one too. But I think I'm going to pick this one for the prettiest cover. Okay. Now, how many books is that? That's 4. So now we're on to our 5th prompt. A book with a purple cover. Okay. This one has a purple spine and has purple in it. I think that's the only one up there. Brandon Sanderson. This has purple in it. So I guess we're going to choose between these two. And I feel like this is also one that I don't want to force myself to read. Like, I feel like I have to be in the right mindset to read it. I do have books on my Kindle. Is that cheating? Like, I have on like my Kindle TBR. I feel like I want to read stuff on there too. So let me look at what I have downloaded on here. Okay. I have 2 purple books on here. The first one is Face Off. They're actually right next to each other. Face Off right here by Chelsea Curto is the first book in the DC Stars series, which I've been wanting to read for a while. It's a hockey series, and I'm missing the Windy City series, and I just need like another sports romance standalone series, and I've been wanting to read that. And also Enchantra by Kaylee Smith, the second book after Phantasma. But I feel like I don't know if I want to read that one or like wait until like the fall time, because that's when I read Phantasma and that was like such a vibe. And honestly, it doesn't really matter. And I don't want to have too many romances on here for the 5th book, I basically have a magical realism romance, maybe, one romance, a mystery, and then a fantasy. So I could really pick anything, I guess. I just don't think Skyward is one that I want to pick. I have like put on my set TBR. I just think that I need to pick this up on my own time. And then this one's kind of like a long romance, and I do want to read it. And honestly, books that are on my Kindle, I read simultaneously when I'm reading other books because I read it like at nighttime or something. So I'll probably be reading the Face Off one on my own anyway, but I feel like this one, I probably won't get it off my TBR anytime soon. So I think I'm going to pick this one actually. Okay, so this one is our pick for a purple cover. Now, we'll pick our 6th and final prompt. Is that one? Okay. Hopefully this is a good one. An author's debut novel. I don't know about that either. Okay. I need to look up these books to see if any of them are debut books. Okay, so You With a View is Jessica Joyce's debut novel. I think this one might be a debut novel. Float by Kate Marchant. I think it was originally published on Wattpad, maybe? No, it's not technically her debut novel, but Shield of Sparrows is Devney Perry's debut fantasy, I believe. I think. I'm not sure. I also have Silver Elite. And that's a debut, isn't it? Silver Elite is a debut. I don't think any of the other ones on here are. So we have 2 romances and a dystopian romantasy, I think. And I feel like because I have a lot of romance already in my stack, I think I want to go with Silver Elite. But I also am kind of like scared to read it because I've seen I've seen mixed reviews about it, so I'm kind of scared. And I've also been wanting to read You With the View for a while because I've read The X-Files by Jessica Joyce and I loved it. And I think this would be like a better summer book. This has been on my TBR longer, so I think I'm going to go with this one. And then Silver Elite, the timing just has to be right, I think. And it's kind of a big one, so it's kind of scaring me. So I think I'm going to use this one. Now we have our 6 books chosen for June. So let's go through them really fast. First prompt, we got a book by an author that you love. So I chose A Million Junes by Emily Henry. For the second prompt, we got an author you've never read, and I chose Left of Forever by Tara Dewitt. Our next prompt was a book with a number in the title, and I chose One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus. Our next prompt is a book with a pretty cover, and I chose The Sirens by Amelia Hart. Our 5th prompt was a book with a purple cover, and I chose Training the Heart by Paisley Hope. And then our 6th and final prompt was an author's debut novel, and I chose You With a View by Jessica Joyce. Thank you guys for watching today's video. If you guys enjoyed, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!